Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andrew McNeil. I'm an R developer at Sanofi. And today I'll be talking about Teal Builder, which is an R package and framework that we consider to be the fastest way to build reproducible Teal apps. Quick disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Sanofi. So we'll start with an introduction, move on to a motivating example of a complex Teal app that Teal Builder can be useful for, show a demo of how we would build that, and then move on to conclusion and next steps for the project. So we believe there's a huge unmet need in interactive reporting and exploration for clinical trials. R Shiny and other open source packages such as Teal and other Pharmaverse packages are at the forefront of this movement. Teal has a wide and growing adoption in the industry and has been cited in public pilots with the FDA. Sanofi has recently joined the Pharmaverse and R consortium and created the open source program office as an intention to contribute to this in the future. So Teal Builder is our approach to fill the gap between statistical programmers and other users and a shortage of developers with advanced R knowledge. So we initiated this project in 2023 with a rapid MVP development. We've partnered with stats working groups and launched over 10 pilot studies using Teal Builder. And we have quarterly releases with new modules and features. And we are working on establishing our presence through conferences and networking like this presentation. So as a motivating example, this is a complex Teal app we can call the Atom Data Explorer. So I'll show a quick demo of what this looks like. So this has 9 Atom data sets. It has 4 nested modules. So each module has submodules within it. It has summary tables. You can filter data quality checks, exploratory plots of distributions and relationships, and some statistical analyses. So on the right, I've put a snippet of code as a smaller version of this app. So this code has 2 data sets and 2 modules. And as you can imagine, the full app would be quite a bit more code. And generating this code in a standardized way, adhering to the specifications in Teal, is one of the purposes of Teal Builder. So I will show a demo of creating an app very similar to this. So first we select Build New App. It'll show a table of modules. View compatibility shows which data sets are needed for that module. The info icon has a description of that module. And on the left, we have a data access panel. And this could look different depending on what kind of data you're accessing, what credentials are required, anything like that. This case, we're getting from an internal API to access SAS data sets. So first it prompts us to select our ADSL dataset. And then from there, we can select any other datasets that adhere to the Atom specification. So I'll select ADLB. We have to select the domain, but here it is guessed correctly, so we don't have to change that. And then I'll also add ADAE. So once these datasets are added, I'll add the 4 modules required for the Atom Data Explorer. These are data quality, exploratory plots, summary tables, and statistical analyses. And once these modules are added, we can reorder them, which will be reflected in the order of the tabs in the generated Teal app. Click Launch App, and this is first generating the Teal code for the app and then launching that inside Teal Builder. So you'll see the Teal app underneath the top bar. And here you'll see the app with 3 data sets. On the right, it has the filter panel and the modules from the app I showed before. In the top right, if I click Edit App, this brings us back to the previous page with the modules and data sets we added. We can remove modules. Then here I'll add two additional modules, and we can add and remove data sets. So I'll remove ADLB and regenerate and launch the app. So you see the changes reflected here. And when the app is generated in the top right, if I press download, that will download a single R file that has all the code required to run this app. If we press deploy and you've configured Teal Builder with your Posit Connect server, then you just need to enter your Posit Connect API key, give the app a name, and it will deploy to your server. And this can be very quick if the dependencies are already cached, or it can take longer if it has to install the dependencies. But the downloaded code and the deployed app should look identical. So in conclusion, Teal Builder can be used as a deployed Shiny app. It can be run locally with a single R function from the Teal Builder package, or it can be expanded with additional modules and other data sources, and you can get these from us, or you can create them yourselves. All code needed to run the Teal app is generated and can be run locally or deployed to Posit Connect. Data is accessed with a custom Teal data module class object and can be extended to work for any data source that your company needs. Behind the scenes, we use configuration to manage data and module settings, and we'll be working on ways that you can save and reload previous configurations to get back to the state of a previous app you've used. And as adoption grows among end users and programmers, we envision a broader internal use cases and cross-study module reuse. We'd like to thank the Teal development team for open sourcing Teal and the associated packages, and thank you to our Sanofi colleagues and the development team of Teal Builder. I can answer any questions if there are any. Thank you.
All right. Well, wonderful discussion, Andrew. Thank you very much. I've been following Teal since the very beginning, and I do think Teal Builder is going to be an essential asset to help adoption of this powerful framework across the board in our industry. And it's great to see the success that you've had with Teal Builder. We do have a question in the chat from Anisha. Did you involve other packages for the application development? If so, could you give a quick summary?
Packages for the application.
For the Teal Builder, yeah.
So for deploying the app, we use the RS Connect package that allows us to do that. Other than that, we used mostly standard tidyverse packages. We heavily used Erlang for code generation. Yeah, and that's most of them.
Great. And I did see a couple related to, is Teal Builder open source? And it sounds like that's not quite the case yet, right?
Yeah, no, yes, we've started the approval process, so we'll see soon.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I think we are at our time here. But again, thank you so much, Andrew and Freeman, for this wonderful discussion. And like I said, we'll be watching the space of Teal Builder quite closely. Hopefully, when it gets open source, we'll see even more adoption of it.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
Thanks so much, and we'll see you all for the next talk on the other side.